Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here. Welcome back to another top 10 weekly video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 favorite CMF series that I have gotten to work on in my whole Lego career, I guess I would say. So yeah, I figured that with hitting 50k subscribers on the channel that it would be the perfect time to take a look back at all of the series that I've worked on and put together a top 10 list of the favorite ones that I like to work on, and just some of the ones I guess that are my favorite packaging, favorite minifigures in them, I guess just content and nostalgia. There's just a bunch of different factors. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump into spot number 10. You probably might not have seen this, you might have seen this in a couple of videos, but it is, of course, my first ever CMF series, and that was the Disney one. It's actually at the bottom of the top 10 list, just because really it's just here for nostalgia. I love this one a lot just because of nostalgia. I'm not particularly too proud of the designs of them because I think that I've come a lot further in terms of just designing these figures, getting to remake them for Justin's own CMF series, where we remade a lot of them, and a couple Pixar ones as well. I just think that my designs have come a long way, I think. I also like to look at this one and see how many of the ones that they actually did put in their own series. So this is a really cool one. Not the best, I think, but this is where it all started here. Anyways, moving on to a series that I keep sometimes getting requested to do that not a lot of people know actually exists, and it's actually an Office CMF series, and this is one that I'm really particularly proud of. I think that with The Office continually hitting 10k on Lego ideas, I'm pretty sure it has to become a set at some point, and I'm really excited to see what my figures look like comparatively to the ones that Lego will do. And I think that this is some of the best design figures that I've ever made, like the Dwight one and Kevin. Just looking at it there, I think that they look really close to like who they actually are, and it's really recognizable. I think some of the other ones could have some improvement, that's why it's kind of lower on the list, but this is one of my favorite shows of all time, so I really love this series and it means a lot to me. And it was actually the second series ever on the YouTube channel. Now we're gonna go on to 8th place, and this one is on the list because I actually kind of really like annoying people. And anyways, here's the Avengers Infinity War series, and let me explain what I mean by that. Is I quite enjoy annoying people when it comes to teasing them about certain things, especially when it came to Avengers Infinity War, when all the memes were coming out, like blow on your phone in 5 seconds and then you count down and like it's Bucky disappearing. Like, I think that's hilarious. So I wanted to do this series. This was more of like not a joke series, like I took it seriously, but you know, like making a dead Loki and a disappearing Bucky, Star-Lord, Drax, dead Vision, and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. I just thought that it was the funniest thing because I knew that it would anger so many people. It just really makes me laugh just thinking about that. But yeah, I am actually pretty proud of some of the figures here, especially the young Gamora. I think really stands out. I forgot, as well as annoying people about Drax's color. I'm clearly making a joke, and it's just, I think it's the funniest thing when people don't realize that I'm making a joke. Which we'll get to in a bit. This is like a look back at some of like the funny things about these series, but yeah, man. And also, I know I messed up the Mind Stone and the Soul Stone. Good job. Thank you for commenting on a video last week that's been out for almost a year now. Oh my goodness, I love YouTube comments. And speaking of YouTube comments, moving on to spot number 7, we have the Stanley series. And this was one that I actually kind of put off, but I've never been more proud of a packaging, I think. That is the best packaging that I've designed for any CMF series, and I'm really proud of that. I talk a lot about it in the actual video, so if you want to check out that video and all the other series, go ahead and look there. They'll all be linked at the end. But the Stanley series here, I'm really proud of. I know that it's really repetitive in terms of its Stanley, and the faces and stuff all kind of look the same, but I think that overall, I'm really proud of this series. I think that it's definitely unique in terms of the outfits and different things over all of the 22 MCU movies, and I love YouTube comments who think that I missaid Thor the Dark Thor and Thor the Third Thor. Like, I'm making a reference to another YouTube channel, which if you took the time to read any other comment in this section, you could see, oh, you're a Mr. Sunday Movies fan. Yes, I am. And everyone else thinking that I made a mistake, just read the comments first. This is just a life lesson. Let me we're gonna break the fourth wall. I'm reaching out, I'm putting my hand on your shoulder. Listen to me. Come here. If you see a mistake in a CMF series, look at the date first, okay? Look at the date. If it's 2018, then you're not the first person to point it out. There has been 100 other people who have pointed it out. Go thumb up the other comments instead of posting a new one. But that's just Ashnflash's little rant there, slash life advice. And I've also banned the words "you forgot." I can't say that in the video. Anyways, in sixth spot we have the Pixar series, and again, hey God, this is the funny things. When I look at these series, this is what I think of, is all the things in the comments that I got. Oh. Oh, I'm in tears. Oh, this is actually so much fun. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh, okay. We okay? Okay. In sixth spot, we've got the Pixar series, and I love when I make fun of The Good Dinosaur. And I said in that video, everyone's favorite Pixar movie, The Good Dinosaur, and everyone took it so literally. Oh, YouTube, I love all the comments. Anyways, I love this series. This is actually, I think that this is the most realistic I think of in terms of choices, and I'm really proud of the thought process and everything that I put into this, and the packaging and everything. Again, I'm really proud of the way that it looks like the Disney series, but it's got the little Pixar Easter eggs and everything, and some of the character designs there. I'm so proud of. I've always wanted to make a Pixar series, so it was really great to be able to do that. And then moving on halfway through the list, we've got one that you've probably have never seen, and I get comments actually telling me to do this one, and I'll probably post it this month because it's going to be the month of DC, but it's the Batman the Animated Series, and I'm really proud of this series. I would love to redo this and make the figures 3D and everything, and I'm really considering it for a YouTube video. But this series, if you don't know, Batman the Animated Series is actually what got me into Batman, besides Lego Batman. When I first got the Two-Face car chase, we went to the library, and I actually wound up renting Volume 3 of Batman the Animated Series, and that's what taught me about like Harley Quinn and Two-Face and all of these characters that you see here, and it was just so much fun to make. And that was back on Instagram when I was posting something daily. So I would tease a figure, I'd black them out, and then people would guess on Instagram, and when it was guessed, I would reveal the figure then. So I really love this series a lot. I don't know, I think that this is one of the best ones that I think I've ever made. Now this next one is, of course, might be a little bit controversial, but again, I feel like this is more of a storytelling video that this is turning into. In fourth spot, we have the first Fortnite series, and I know we've made 5 series, and I am, getting a bit tired of Fortnite just in general. But this first series is very, very nostalgic to me. I love this one a lot. I remember working on this one with Justin very early on, and I'm just really proud of how it turned out. With everything that's happened with this, with bootleg Lego companies stealing the designs and everything, to me that's taken as a sign of that I'm actually doing something right. And when I'm looking at this, and I think that this was before all the Funko Pop dolls and all that, so looking at this now, it's like, wow, this looks really, really awesome, and I would love to see Lego Fortnite down the line. and I think that some of these just translate really well into minifigure form, and it's just cool to see maybe what an official Fortnite series would look like. And while you might not be the biggest fan of Fortnite, I think that this is like one of the most colorful series. And by the way, the packaging, this is actually what I pitched to him originally. And this is probably unseen, never before seen. And I'm quite proud of that. Also, it's the first ever CMF series to hit 2 million views, which is insane. And I know that everyone hates on Fortnite, but you can't top the views that that's getting. Like 2 million views, that's crazy. But anyways, moving on to spot number 3 is SpiderMan PS4, and if you saw the video, you know I picked up the San Diego Comic-Con figure. It's my 50K YouTube plaque, but I love this series a lot. To me, this is the first ever 3D series. I love the game, and I love the designs here. I think that I'm just so happy with how these turned out. The advanced suit, the velocity suit, just the Peter Parker for Miles, Mr. Negative, like the Sinister Six and everything that I put in here. I love this series so much. I'm really proud of it, and I think that this is really iconic to me in my mind when I think of CMF series and all the work that I've done, and I'm really proud of this one. In spot number 2, this is the last series that I had the most fun with. Pixar was a lot of fun, but this one was just so much fun. This is the Toy Story series, and I don't think Justin wound up mentioning it in the video, but we actually made the list for this series while we were in line waiting for the Slinky Dog ride. So this series has been in the works back since in February. I had an original list, but then when we met up in Florida and everything, and I stayed with him in the ride line, we made this list, and then to fast forward to June, we were able to actually make it into a series. And I've never been more proud of a series. I think that this is one of the most realistic series that Lego would ever do, and I think that just the execution here, it looks so official with the packaging and everything all tied together. I'm really proud of this series. I love this one a lot. I love Toy Story, and this was a lot of fun to work on. In the first spot is the Arrowverse series, and I'm really happy with this one. This is actually my phone background display. No other CMF series has ever been my background on my phone before. It has been my background on my phone to this day since October, and I love this series so much. I love the Arrowverse, as it may be crumbling a little bit, but the crossovers I think are just I like them better than a lot of the Marvel movies. Like, to me, it's just the pinnacle of DC right now in terms of like crossovers and everything, and just seeing this group of DC characters together, I think it just makes me really happy with how this came out. This was a series that I had been asked to make for as long as I had become Ashnflash making these CMF series, so it was so much fun to actually sit down and be able to make these figures that people have been wanting for a really long time in actual sets and everything. And to be quite honest, I don't think I've ever had as much fun working on a series as I did for this one. So I'm really looking forward to being able to make the series 2 in October, whether it's for the premieres of the shows or for the crossovers. But yeah, I'm so excited about that. But anyways, everyone, that was the video. I know that I kind of lost it halfway through, but I know that I might be a bit negative with comments sometimes, and I just want you to know that I take it all, like, it's just water off my back. I hope that my little mental breakdown there, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you're enjoying these top 10 series, because I'm really enjoying them, and I didn't expect to have as much fun as I did actually looking at these series. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.